over the last 4 years, ever since I started my Turo business, I have been on the hunt for different services, products, software solutions that make my life easier and make the task of managing my fleet more efficient, more passive, and just overall an easier experience. And I'm here to make this video today because I think that I found the product that has done this more effectively than anything I've ever done in the past. And so in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what exactly this is, how you can implement it into your own fleet, and how it's changed my Turo business for the better. So let's get started. Now, before we dive in, I would like to preface all of this by saying that this is not a sponsored video and I have no affiliation with this company that I'm going to be talking about today. This is a product that I've been using for a couple of weeks now, and it's something that I truly do think has changed my business for the better. And I debated on making this video because I didn't want it to come off as though it was being sponsored and that I was being paid to talk about it, because the fact of the matter is I am not paid, I'm not sponsored, I don't have an affiliate link with them. In fact, their product is 100% free and I've never spoken with anybody at the company. And so I wanted to offer that warning because I don't want it to come off as though I am being disingenuous. This product just truly has changed my business for the better, and I think I would be doing you guys a disservice by not sharing it with you all. But like always, before we dig in, if you guys could do me a huge favor and if you could hit the like button and hit the notification bell for the YouTube algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it, as this helps my channel grow because it lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying my content, and thus they push my content out to a new audience. So if you could take the time to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, with that out of the way, let's dig into the video. So over the last 4 years, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make my business as passive as possible. This is something that has been really important to me because I don't want Turo to become a 9-to-5 job. I want to still be able to have a life, to be able to do what I want to do, and of course, to be able to focus on other revenue streams. And if I'm meeting every single guest in person, if I am messaging every single guest myself, if I am doing every single task myself without any automation associated with it, then Turo very quickly becomes a job, and quite frankly, a job that really isn't worth it. Now, over the years, HP and I think have done a pretty good job of making Turo as passive as possible. We do all of our key exchanges remote, meaning we never meet our guests in person. We have really optimized our check-in and checkout process to where no single card takes more than 15 to 20 minutes. We've really been able to scale our fleet without adding more onto our plate. But the one piece of the puzzle that has always been a struggle, at least to me, has been the communications with the guests. You see, whenever you have as many cars as we have, it can be really difficult to juggle the communications with the guest, not only from the standpoint of trying to keep track of each conversation, but also ensuring that every single communication goes out on time, and that it is the right communication. You see, whenever a guest rents your car on Turo, you have to send them an initial message in the app, something along the lines of, "Hey, thank you for renting my car. I will follow up with you 24 hours before your rental." Then whenever it's 24 hours before the rental, you have to follow up with them once again, letting them know what you need from them in order for you to give them the rest of the key instructions. Then whenever they give you the information that you need, you have to send another follow-up message. And then at the time of the rental, you have to send another message. Then during the rental, it's always a good idea to send a message saying, "Hey, I hope your rental's going well. Just a reminder, your rental ends at this time at this place, so make sure to return the car." And then to put a cherry on the top of the Sunday, it's always a good idea to send an ending message once the reservation has been completed saying, "Hey, thanks for renting my car. If you could leave a review, I would greatly appreciate it." Now, this can very quickly become difficult to manage if you're somebody that has a lot of Turo cars, because how do you know whenever you need to send these messages out? How do you make sure that messages aren't being forgotten to send? It's something that doesn't seem like a lot, but it can really become overwhelming. And the way that I managed this over the last couple of years is I would have all of the messages pre-written in my Notes app. And what I would do is anytime a message needed to be sent out, I would go into my Notes app, I would simply copy and paste it, and then I would send it out to the appropriate renter. The problem was managing when these messages needed to go out. The copy and pasting was the easy part. I would have to then set alarms on my phone for when these messages needed to be sent out so that I didn't forget to send them. For example, if a car was going out at 11 o'clock p.m., I would set an alarm on my phone for 10:30 p.m. so that I would get out of bed, go grab my phone, and go go send the message. If a car was going out while I was on my morning jog, I would have to stop running, take out my phone, and I would have to then send the lockbox message. This is something that became a really big pain, and sometimes it was very difficult to manage because if I was in an area with very little to no cell coverage, it meant that I wasn't able to send the message, which could have caused some issues. In fact, it did become an issue on a handful of different occasions. If I went mountain biking, if I went snowboarding, if I was on a vacation, if I wasn't having good cell coverage, it meant I couldn't send the messages out to the renters, which would be detrimental to my Turo business. But then I discovered Carsync, which is a software that automates this entire process for you. And that's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. Now, again, I want to reiterate that I am not sponsored by Carsync. I'm not affiliated with them at all. And this product is 100% free. What Carsync is a platform that helps Turo hosts more efficiently run their Turo business. And one of the most valuable services that they offer is the ability to automate messages. How it works is you create message templates and then you set when these message templates need to go out to specific renters. The only thing I do have to do with Carsync is I have to confirm that the guest has sent a picture of their driver's license. I also have to make sure that that license matches the information that is in the Turo app, but once that's been done, everything else is completely automated. Now, Carsync offers a slew of other services as well. They give you ability to look at analytics for Turo in your area to see what types of cars are being rented out, how many cars are available. It also allows for you to look at different markets as well. So if you're interested in expanding into other markets, you're able to see some really valuable data. You can also request reimbursements for toll charges automatically. This is a feature I haven't dug into a whole lot with Carsync, so I haven't been able to test how accurate it is, but I will do a follow-up video once I have. But with this feature, how it works is Carsync automatically gathers your toll data. That way you don't have to go through and manually tally everything up. It's a huge time saver. And then lastly, Carsync can also give you data on a per vehicle basis as well. So you can look at your entire fleet, you can look at each individual car in your fleet, and you can see how these cars are performing. Now, I've been testing the entire idea of automating my Turo messaging system for a couple of months now. I originally was using a website or a company called Street Smarts, which was one of kind of the biggest players in this space for Turo and car sharing automations. And unfortunately, they announced that they were closed and that they were closing down operations. And so whenever I heard that Street Smarts was closing down, I started looking for an alternative, which is where I stumbled upon Carsync. And I've been testing Carsync for just under a month at this point, and I've been extremely happy with what I found. It's one of those things that you look at and you wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Whenever it came to Street Smarts, it was a paid service, and the reason why I didn't sign up for Street Smarts sooner is because I felt like I had my messaging system and my messaging process down to an absolute T. And I really did think to myself, hey, I'm not going to save that much time by automating this process. Copying and pasting all of my messages doesn't take that much time. I'm not going to pay money to automate this process for me. But now, fast forward to today, I cannot believe that I waited so long to implement this type of process with my Turo business, because it truly has not only saved me so much time, but also so much mental load as well, because now I don't have to worry about when messages get sent out. I simply know that they'll be sent out, and I never have to worry about forgetting, sleeping through my alarm, running through my alarm, or not having enough cell service to send out a must-needed message. Now again, Carsync is 100% free, and I don't mean to make like an extended advertisement on this product, but I truly have been like looking for that item, that product, that service, that software that makes my life easier. And I really do believe that over the last 4 years that I've been doing Turo, there are very few products that have helped my efficiency more than this. Definitely within the last year, this has been the biggest efficiency saver. It's been the biggest time saver. It has really helped me run my Turo business more efficiently. And it's something that I do think is incredibly valuable. So if you're somebody who is interested in, growing your Turo fleet, if you're wanting to make your business model more passive, I think that this is a must-have. You should definitely take a look at it. Now, I will forewarn you that there is a little bit of a learning curve. It is a bit confusing to set up at first, but you can definitely do it on your own as long as you just go slowly, step by step. If you are a course member and you have purchased my car sharing masterclass in the past, I will be doing a full walkthrough of how to set up Carsync for your own Turo fleet. That will be published in the next week or so. So if you're a course member, you will also have access to that as well. If you are not a course member and you are interested in Carsync and you want to figure out how to set it up and you want my assistance to do so, then you can purchase my course. I will have a link down in the description below, and you can use the code automation to get $25 off. Like always, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am all about efficiency. I am all about making my life and your life easier, and this product does a really good job of that, so I encourage you to check it out. If you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it, so make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.